Hello, everybody, and welcome to Pandora's Tower. This is a game I bought dirt cheap a long time ago and just never got around to trying. So I really don't know much about it. I remember hearing back in the day that this is a game that would turn you off of meat, and that's about the extent of it. But yeah, so this is Operation Rainfall week. This is where I'm going to go through each of the Operation Rainfall games, starting with this. I'm going to do Xenoblade. I'm going to finish off with the last story. Back when system UIs were fun. Yeah, but clearly it's impossible now with these modern consoles with astronomically more power. They couldn't possibly do it. Careful, Getty G turned off meat will make keto much, much harder. Well, I don't know. I'm out of sight, out of mind is what I say to that. It's only rated T, so I don't know how bad it could possibly be. But yeah, I feel like this is the least talked about of the three games. Because the last story has Hironobu Sakaguchi and Nobuo Uematsu. And then Xenoblade is Xenoblade. But this is just kind of the odd duck out of the three. You've never even heard of this game. Well, there you go. Yeah, for those who don't know, Operation Rainfall was a movement back in about 2010, I think, to try and get three Japanese role-playing games to come to get brought over to English-speaking places. The big one was Xenoblade, and we know how that turned out. But there was also the last story and this, and they all came out, and I have all three. The basic premise of this game, I do know that much. There's a princess who is turning into a monster, and you need to make her a special thing to eat to save her. And that's why you climb the Pandora's Tower.
This way, quick.
I don't trust that freak grandma. This honestly kind of, the CG kind of makes me think of like
If you
PS1.
don't act to help her, she won't be human much longer.
Did that thing just swear? What happened?
Slowly but surely, she will become a beast.
We need to forestall her turning into a furry. Oh, now we're into the real-time graphics.
There, behold the 13 towers.
Oh, there's 13 Pandora's Towers. Or maybe the 13th is the Pandora's Tower.
Elena, no doubt you're keen to return to your old self as soon as humanly possible. Still hideous, no matter how many times you see it, isn't it?
And once we get there, then
Come, let's not tarry here. No doubt the army are close behind.
Alright, so did she get Soul Edge or something?
This chain. Take it. You need it to get hold of all that beast flesh. The flesh is for a ceremony, you see, to get her back to her old self.
Mavda, I want to go too.
I'll be back.
Oh, I thought he was a silent protagonist. But he can talk. He's just a man of few words.
You'd best head off without delay.
Aaron, be careful.
Aaron, or is that Aaron? Save progress, sure. Continue game? I guess I will. Alright, this is kind of weird. Can't move. Let me hold on a second. There we go. That was concerning that my Joy-Con wasn't... It was being picked up but not responding. Not Joy-Con, my nunchuck. This is a Wii game? Yes, it's one of the 3 Wii games that Operation Rainfall tried to get released. There's this, Xenoblade, and The Last Story. I'll be doing each of those games this week. $73 Leons. Oh, wait, what was that? There we go. It appears to be one of the gods of Ios. He bears a chain and a symbol of wood. Okay. I don't even know what the structure of this game is, honestly. Like, I don't know if you have to, like, if you, like, Persona style make your way through different, what's it, like, you go through, like, the tower and try and get as far as possible with your resources and then have to come back and plan and upgrade and stuff. I don't really know at all. This is a powerful chain, though. Much faster than my sword slash. Okay, I can block. There's so many unique Wii games like this where there's just like stuff that use the controller in weird ways and stuff. Oh. Oh, you stole my beast flesh. Alright, see how hard this game is, to start off at least. Man, this is a crazy chain, actually. Oh, I'm latched onto it. That's crazy. Wow, this is really strange and unique. I like it. Ah, I tore the flesh out. No, that's not a lock-on mechanic. It's a chain-on mechanic. I've got the beast flesh. Now I need to get back. That was easy. What do I got in terms of menu options? Oh, there we go. We got stats. That's some Castlevania art if I've ever seen any. Okay. Wow, that went on a lot longer than I thought it would. Regular attacks will not finish off Master Beasts. Not to be confused with Mr. Beast. Well, he's also vulnerable to chain attacks. Oh hey, the Rebel Lion, thanks for following. This Rebel Lion, sorry. You need to target their weak spot, the Master Flesh. Bind the Master Flesh and use C or the analog stick to pull it, or wave the Wii Remote to tear at the Master. Crazy. Oh nice, it does get grayed out. This is a lot of stuff though. Okay. Yeah, I can't go any further yet. I guess we're gonna find out what actually happens when we get some meat. Oblivion Bird, thanks for following. This character kind of makes me think of Soul Calibur, actually. Anyone else see it? Like the armor and the stance and everything? Oops, wrong way. I'm glad you can see it. Yeah, that chain is insane. You can just do whatever. Alright, so I'm guessing what this is you go back and forth between like a home base and the different towers and fight bosses and stuff.
They're on your back.
Back in one piece, I see. So, have you brought us back flesh for the ceremony?
Yes.
Here. Go on now.
Oh,
Yum, yum,
Take
yum.
a bite.
You want me to eat this?
Ah, I see what the problem is. Folks in this country are believers in Ios. You're forbidden to eat meat, aren't you?
Ah,
Now this little morsel is beast.
finally a game about the dangers of vegetarianism.
Freshly cut from servant beasts.
What?
Ah. Come now, girl. Eat it down.
Elena.
Eating meat keeps you from
I've
turning into a
never
monster.
eaten
So
meat.
true.
Well, if you don't eat it, your fate will be sealed. You'll grow more and more monstrous. And there'll be no happy ending for you and young Aaron.
So that skull thing on her back is like moving independently.
Wait.
Hey, the Uzuki, how's it going? Meat, so true. Delicious, quivering purple meat. They could at least let her cook the meat. I don't know, that might get rid of the valuable juices.
Elena!
See, yeah, it's also about the dangers of not eating raw meat, like cooking it. This guy isn't a true monster fucker. Yeah, I mean, maybe that's his character arc.
That's it.
But yeah, heat can have a huge effect on food, so maybe cooking it does mess things up. Although you'd think that sealing the juices inside by cauterizing the outside would have an effect.
In the heart of the continent of Imperia lies the kingdom of Illyria. At its remotest edge, hundreds of leagues from the capital of Helicon, a forbidding wasteland stretches to the furthest horizon, Orcanos. Deep within this desolate expanse, where none may set foot, the earth has been torn asunder to form a rift extending over thousands of leagues.
Nice
known
healthy stew, that
simply
could
as
work.
The Scar. At its center, suspended above this fathomless fissure, are the 13 towers. Towers of all sizes, interlink and intertwine, each playing their part in the intricate design, fusing to become one single vast fortress. Held in place by 12 chains that grip the walls of the surrounding cliffs, the towers loom like a spider in its web, seeming to inhabit a space beyond the normal world. The bristling turrets of the towers serve a purpose. They bind the earth together, preventing the scar from widening and tearing the world itself apart.
That's kind of rad. They should have made Korean barbecue sub and did some testing. I don't know if they have enough meat to do testing. It seems like they're going to have to do a lot of it if there's 13 towers worth of meat. In some cases, cooking actually enhances the effects of food and brings out other nutrients you couldn't get if you ate it raw. Yeah, that is true. This game is very weird and interesting. I dig it. Yeah,
Back.
I've always been
You know
intrigued. I really like this weird era of RPGs and
You,
such.
Aaron. And you too, Mavda. Oh, this is wonderful. I can go back to my village.
Don't get too far ahead of yourself, young lady. The curse is far from being lifted.
Huh?
There, on your back. Not so long as that mark remains.
Can't believe it. She's a lassie. And she's turning into a Seath. The only way
The
to avoid
curse
it
hasn't been lifted.
is
What
to
do you
stop
mean?
being a vegetarian.
But I'm normal again.
This is interesting. It's still voice acted, but now it's text. With this and the last story, we've gotten releases that weren't stacked on Wii systems. Stuck on Wii systems. Yeah, it sucks that Hironobu Sakaguchi wants to preserve his mobile game, Terra Battle, but not this. Or not a last story, sorry. Like, he said specifically, like, oh, I don't see any reason to port the last story, but I really want to bring back Terra Battle.
Only for a while. So long as you have that on your back, the curse
It is
will
crazy.
slowly take hold.
You mean the meat? I can't stomach anymore.
You just need to have some fiber, Ella. Don't worry.
Well, I'm afraid you're going to have to. Otherwise, things are only going to get worse. To think the maiden at the Harvest Festival would end up forced to eat meat.
Oh, okay.
Why, that's because of the curse, of course. Why, indeed. How would I know?
Give this girl some sriracha mayo. Maybe that's where they'll go with this. They're going to invent seasoning and discover that meat can taste good.
Why, yes. Poor Elena is not the first to be cursed in this way.
Oh, Aaron's not voiced. What happened to the others?
All sorts of things. Some fell into the hands of the Illyrian army and were dealt with. All you have to do is to keep bringing beast flesh back from the towers. Though that will only weaken the curse, it won't hold it back forever.
What do you mean, weaken the curse?
When Elena consumes the flesh, her changes will reverse. But this respite is only temporary. If you leave her as she is, the poor girl's transformation will continue unabated. If you can't slow the curse's progress, she will never be human again. You've got a memory like a sieve. My name's Mavda, and don't you forget it. I told you this already. My people are the Vestra, and we are traveling merchants.
Oh, there you go. That explains that. Maybe she's friends with the Happy Mask salesman.
You forgot already? Dearie me, I introduced you.
That was
This
from
old
Garlic
fellow
Powder
is
and
my
Lawrence.
boon companion.
There's a lot of ways that they could make this more appealing.
He's rather
They're just not
shy
trying
and
very hard.
retiring, I'm afraid. Oi,
Oops. Oh, they can talk. I saw this subtitle before. I didn't realize it was coming from them.
So this is to be my life? To be cooped up in here, eating foul flesh? Must I learn to live like this? Can I not lift the curse?
lifting the curse, you say? Well, now.
Oh, do tell me, Mavda, please.
Aaron, you must head back to the towers. Deep within each one, a master awaits you. Defeat these masters, and return here with their flesh. If Elena eats this flesh, the mark on her back will fade, and she may be human once more.
No! I won't hear of it! How can I ask Aaron to face such dangers for my sake?
Of course. That's easier said than done.
The skull thinks it heart in gorilla. Thank you for the translation.
Oh, that reminds me. I have a little something for you.
Another chain? Alright, well that is the chain at least.
It belongs to my people. It's called the Oraculous Chain.
Well, if it has a name, then that's why it explains why it's so absurdly good.
To take just a little of Elena's lovely hair.
What?
It's for Aaron's sake.
The hair whip. That guy has good vibes.
I take it this is your first time. Quite a sight, is it not?
First time infusing hair with a chain?
Heirs to a special power.
You'll get used to it.
We can control the chains of destiny, the invisible ties that bind people together. Aaron, hold out your hands. It seems you know what you're doing, so I will entrust this to you.
Chain blue now, or is that just the
Now,
lighting?
Wherever you go, you will always be connected to Elena.
Noticing a big theme of chains in this. I will save. And I'll even continue playing. Chains and meat? Are we not all bound by the chains of meat? I wonder how Elena is. The Find Elena button. Yeah, I know, this is a pretty great button, I think.
Good morning, Aaron. Yesterday was a long day, wasn't it? I'm still a bit dazed.
Wow, there's a lot of voice
I
acting.
think I'm all right. Thanks for worrying about me.
Oh, is that thing in the bottom left a timer? Chat and give gifts to enhance affinity. Okay. The couple's bond will influence fate. Alright.
I have to eat Master Flash in
A
order
game
to
all
make
about
curse.
one S-Link.
It's so dangerous for you, Aaron.
This dude is smitten for her to have a whole button dedicated to looking at his wife. I think that all men should have a button dedicated to looking at their wife. Same for women who have wives. All true boyfriends have a wife locator mode? True. If they don't, that's how you know it's a fake couple. They don't have a real bond. They're not true wife guys. I wonder if this is one of those games where you have to like use a in-depth guide to give the right gifts to get like the perfect golden ending. I should speak to Mavda before heading to the towers. Create, upgrade, buy, and sell items. False bonds, exactly.
Make yourselves at home. You'll be here for a while. ... You can't afford to wander too far. The army will be looking for you.
They're still after us?
Without doubt. But you're safe here.
What is this place?
This was the observatory the Illyrian army used to keep an eye on the 13 towers. But no one uses it anymore. I doubt they'll look here.
I've got you.
Quick on the uptake, aren't you? Well, that's how things stand.
Remembering it's not super hard if you keep up with the meter and don't die a lot. Alright.
So it's time to open for business.
Alright, what do we got to work with? You can buy and sell items here. You can buy gifts here. Okay.
Here's
All
what's
money
in
for
stock
wife.
today.
No healing. Boosts health. Hold on, is that... Restores health. Alright. Deep blue elixir, good to know. Liquid metal.
That will cost you this much. Where'll you keep this purchase? That will cost...
Oh, sold out. Okay, just like that. Fixed status ailments.
That will cost you this much. Was there something else you wanted? What do you want to sell me?
Nothing really to sell yet, it
Was
seems.
there something else you wanted?
You can use materials to make equipment and items, and repair ones that are broken.
Select the item you wish to create.
Ooh, what are these shapes? Am I working with like a... What's it called? The grid from 358 Days Over 2. Can actually make this, apparently?
What creation method
I could
do
definitely
you
go
wish-
for a vest and stuff.
Was there something else you wanted?
Select materials and create. Okay,
Select them.
that's interesting.
Was there something else you wanted?
You can upgrade weapons to more powerful versions. As weapon level increases, you'll be able to use additional attack. Ooh, cool.
Choose a weapon to forge. Choose a way to forge.
Neat. Okay.
Was there
I'm
something
liking all
else
these
you wanted?
systems. Yeah, is it panels? You'll be able to hear all sorts of useful information here.
The treetop tower.
Man, even this is
was
voiced.
once used to grow plants for food. The followers of the Way of Ios eat no meat, so it must have been an important place. It's a fine irony that you've ended up going there in search of beast flesh, is it not?
Basically ignore all that until you do the tutorial stuff. Out of the way, the first tower. Ignore what specifically?
Was there something else you wanted? The treetop, it's... Was there something... If you've got hunks of flesh you don't need, I'll gladly take them off your hands. You want to know what I'll do with it? Let's just say there's a market for all sorts of things.
like menus and such, you don't have any resources or stuff to work with. Yeah, I mean, that's just normal for the start of an action RPG.
Oh, and there's one more thing I should mention. Monster flesh is still just raw meat, so it will go off. I'm afraid I can't give you a good price for rotting meat.
Okay.
Before rushing off to another tower, come and see me with any flesh you might have. Was there something else you wanted? Oh, be sure to take this with you. You don't need to give me anything in return. We help each other out, you see.
A harvest of horror. A harvest of horror? Rumors have been running riot ever since the chaos that erupted at the Harvest Festival. All the rumors share a common thread, that a maiden became a beast. The singer at the festival was transformed into a beast that bared its fangs at the assembled throngs. The Illyrian army have said nothing since announcing no casualties had resulted, but they are thought to be in hot pursuit of the maiden and her companions. What is the true story?
Farewell for now.
I should make a record of all that has happened so far. Hello, wife.
Hearing that kind of thing is bound to put anyone on edge.
You have an item you can give as a gift to Elena. To give gift, do that. Switch tabs, trinkets. Now they give you every tutorial possible here. Like give gift, confirm. Remember, there are items aside from trinkets you can also gift. Certain items would greatly boost Aaron and Elena's affinity.
Thank you, Aaron. I'll try sewing these right away. Let's hope we get some pretty flowers soon.
Hooray! Friendship. Oops.
Eating the monster flesh is the only way I can stay human.
Analog stick has stopped responding again. I hope this doesn't become a growing trend. Man, there's a lot of charm to this game, though. I'm really curious about this. This seems like boosts health makes me think that it will give me more health. But I can't use it. Maybe I have to mix it with something? I guess maybe they'll tell me soon. To courtyard. To the towers. Okay, I guess I can look around the towers first. Oh, okay. So yeah, it's like a dungeon crawler exploration timer game. For mixing, that makes sense. The stairs go up to the roof and down to the cellar. And I got a berry. Yummy. Another berry. Oh, this water is so Twilight Princess. Hey, Rabbit Bear, how's it going? Think about how Twilight Princess the game looks. This lamp can still be used. Elena would like it, or Elena would like it. Alright, more gifts for wife. The Oraculous chain is the treasure of our people, passed down from generation to generation. The power hidden inside this mighty chain grows as the cornerstone of all the gifts and arcane abilities of our people. However, its power is not what it once was, and we cannot use it as our forefathers once did. For the Vestra to return to their former glories, the chain must be restored. Okay. It's got that Wii era realism attempt. It does. It looks a lot like Xenoblade as well, which is fitting considering these are both Operation Rainfall games. I was also saying it kind of has like a Soul Calibur vibe. We love berries from the stone floor. The wife button even works when you can't see her. He just knows. Alright, can't swing sword here. Man, fixed camera angles need to come back, I think. Alright, let's do the towers for real now. Yeah, I miss this look, honestly. There's a lot of Wii games that look like this. Now there's nothing really. You're watching a stream of Final Fantasy IX. Man, where the fixed camera is not appreciated. I mean, Final Fantasy IX is like one of the best looking games ever, honestly. Like, yeah, it has like some of the best looking pre-rendered backgrounds and some of the most impressive stuff they've done with them too. Like, if the rumors are true that the Final Fantasy IX remake has been delayed, I wouldn't be surprised if it's because they realize that they have to actually like... Oh, I missed that. This represents the curse's progress. Restore the gauge by giving Elena flash from the towers. When Aaron is in the tower, the round gauge will empty. This represents the curse's progress. Okay, it's looping. Okay. Yeah, time limits, real gaming, all that. And they mentioned that the bond will have an effect on fate, so I assume that there's good endings and bad endings on top of that. Oh, I should have given that torch to Elena. Oh, we got shortcuts too. Being able to chain yourself to enemies is like a really interesting, kind of crazy ability. Pull out. Many people are doing this. Oh, hey, I can climb up. Okay. Wasn't sure if there's any kind of verticality in this. Not playing on OG hardware? I'm playing on the Wii U. Target with cursor and bind with people. I mean, I just did that. Bind body parts for an edge in battle. So true. I gotta say, it's a pretty solid feel to the combat so far. Oh, you can bind different parts of the body. That's interesting. I hit the head and it blinded them. Like but yeah, the upgrade system promises that you can get new moves. So like, as long as things advance, I could see this being a pretty good feeling system. Yeah, this chain's really satisfying. You got scared for a sec? They can do pretty stylish combos towards mid-game. Nice. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Strange grains. Well, treetop in bloom. Today my posting began in the 13 Towers. My job is to transport food and medicine for the army for storage in the place known as Treetop Tower. As I carried the crates assigned to me, I saw a whole series of strange and startling sights. I saw a huge tree growing upside down, and curious thorns that moved just like animals. The higher up in the tower you go, the more marvels meet your eyes. I had no inkling that I would witness such weird and wonderful things. I think I am going to enjoy this assignment. Okay. I assume things went great for that guy. The chain goes out in like 2 frames. Hold C and move to adjust chain length. Hold on. Whoa. Well, this is how you hold down B. Okay. This is a weird game. I don't know what they want me to do with holding C and to adjust the chain length. I guess I need to do it when I'm actually latched onto something. There we go. Long ass chain. Those are some fascinating mechanics. Yeah, I feel like the Wii, like that era specifically, is like the last time you really still got those weird, like, video games aren't quite defined yet mechanics, for lack of a better, more succinct term. Because like the PS1 was full of, the PS1 and like N64 were full of all kinds of stuff where they were just kind of figuring out what kind of stuff people would expect from a game. And so there's lots of strange mechanics that never really came back in anything. And like I feel like that persists for a while. Like the DS is full of that as well. But that now we live in a very standardized time. And there's a lot less just like strange mechanics that you don't really see an obvious way they fit together. Okay, do I keep going up or what? I've used about less than a quarter of my time. Oops. Nope, that didn't work. I remember a game for the Wii that I never really tried, never really looked into, called Baroque, which I think is like it was a port or a remake of a PS2 game. And that sounded very strange too. I was always kind of interested in it, but it didn't review very well. And I don't put as much stock into that nowadays, but I did back then. Okay, what's that? Okay, I can pull out to do big damage too. Those about to die will be given different what? I think this game can be played with the, oh, that's a beehive. This game can be played with like a classic controller, so I wonder how the chain works then. Wait, I can chain up. Well, how did that even work? What is the chain wrapping onto there? Okay, each one of these has to be broken individually. Got it. As far as I know, I don't have like a dodge. Unless it's on something crazy like the 2 button. Oh, okay. Treetop, purple mist. The army withdrew from the tower 3 days ago. Since then, I have evaded the beasts infesting the place and headed to the storage area on the 1st floor, where I hope to find food supplies. But when I got there, I saw a most curious sight. There was a beast enveloped in purple mist feasting on the fluids of one of its fellow beasts. I screamed and fled, but fortunately it did not follow me. Hey, me Tony, how's it going? Maybe I was too engrossed in what it was doing, or maybe it did not want to stray outside its territory. In any case, I can safely say that that place is far from safe. I must scavenge for food elsewhere. Wait, hold on. What's that? Oh, that's the chain gauge. Okay. That's the length of my chain, I guess. I got the bodily fluid of a giant bee. You're almost there. Oh, I see a treasure chest now. I'm glad that dying enemies don't get back up. It gives me plenty of time to drain them of their juices. Alright, is that it? This thing looks weird as hell. There we go, got some pulsating flesh. Delicious. And some mercury. Oh. NJRG Tilger, how's it going? Baroque Wii PS2 game is the same game, which is a remake of Baroque PS1 Saturn to my knowledge. Oh, it's got layers. Baroque is cool as fuck. Maybe I'll look at that sometime. Recently, I think the PS1 version got an English fan translation. There's been a lot of fan translations of PS1 games lately, I feel. Can't believe that this ripped off Strangers of Paradise. How? Drain an enemy of its magic energy? That's like every game. Yummers, that's exactly how I would describe the meat in this game, absolutely. Okay. I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be right back.